What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're introducing an exciting new property technology company to the channel, and that company is called Tribe Property Technologies. Now, Tribe Property Technologies is disrupting the traditional condo and rental management industries. As we know, property management is essential for residential real estate, very stable revenues. Yet, personally, I've had so many bad experiences with property management companies. So I'm really excited to be talking about Tribe. I think that this is such an essential industry with stable revenues, and but it's also ripe for change. So I'm excited to be talking about what Tribe is doing. Let's get into the video. Also, for full disclosure details, this is a sponsored video. Always check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer, and always remembering that these videos are not financial advice. With that being said, guys, I bring you Tribe Property Technologies. Also, don't forget to leave us a like if you do appreciate all the videos and content that I put out, along with hitting that subscribe button and the bell for notifications on future videos. And also drop us some comments down below. Let us know your thoughts on the company and on the industry. So the first thing that we're going to do is jump to their website, and that is tribetech.com. So we're going to highlight a couple of the key points. We're going to take a look at the stock as well, and then we're going to go into the investor presentation for a brief overview in this video of the company. We will also be interviewing their CEO, which I'm very excited to get out for you guys. So, community living simplified. Complex communities. More than 80 million people in Canada and the United States live in condos and stratas. The development of multi-purpose rental buildings also continues to surge, with almost 1/3 of our populations living in rental housing. Communities are becoming more complex and interconnected than ever before, yet in a world where a click of a button can purchase a car or access a health specialist, residential community living is still waiting for its digital transformation. And I fully agree with that. Moving into a couple condos throughout the years, you get a huge condo or strata document, and you end up losing it. And I find the process and just property management in general, especially when it comes to condos, very outdated. So, simplified living. Our purpose is to simplify the complexities around residential community living. We develop tech-enabled solutions to support the entire community: owners, tenants, landlords, boards and councils, property managers, service providers, and real estate developers. This blended service and technology approach improves the community experience through communication, information, education, and protection. So, a solution for everyone. Residential communities are supported by many different roles and relationships. Our holistic solution focuses on simplifying living for the following 6 stakeholder groups within new developments and existing communities. And those 6 stakeholders are owners, councils and boards, property managers, landlords, developers, and trades. I want to quickly talk about management, and we will get a little bit more into this in the investor presentation, but we will be interviewing their CEO, Joseph. So Joseph founded Tribe in 2011 and has been overseeing its operations and expansion since. Prior to this, he was Chief Operating Officer for TO Networks, a former TSX listed company that was acquired by PayPal. Joseph currently serves on the Policy Advisory Council of the Downtown Vancouver Business Improvement Association. He is also a board member of Octo AI Technologies and MindHub Technologies. We also covered MindHub here on Departures Capital. Joseph studied civil and structural engineering and business management courses at the British Columbia Institute of Technology. So that's just a brief overview of their CEO. Like I said, we will be interviewing him. And let's get into a little bit more information when it comes to the stock now. So Tribe Property Technologies is traded on the TSX Venture under ticker symbol TRBE. At the time of recording, the company has a roughly $77 million market cap and a 52-week range of $3.10 all the way up to $5.75. So if we take a look at the 6-month chart, compared to the volatility in the markets, the stock has actually held up pretty well, and it hasn't been that volatile. Tribe has pulled back a little bit recently, but now might be a very interesting time to take a look at Tribe Property Technologies. So let's get into their investor presentation now, which once again can be found under the Investors tab. Okay guys, so let's take a look here. So Tribe, Community Living Simplified, this is their investor presentation. It is also traded on the OTCQB under ticker symbol TRPTF. The company at a glance. We are changing the way people view community living, connect with their neighbors, and interact with their homes. History of M&A with 8 acquisitions to date, fully licensed to deliver services at 7 offices, Victoria, Vancouver, Delta, Kelowna, Kamloops, Calgary, and Cambridge. 250% quarterly revenue growth year over year, driven by increase of our software and service recurring fees. 6th largest condo management company and 6th largest rental management company in Canada. Our tech is leading our growth, 100% community penetration and 70% home digital engagement. Low customer acquisition costs, high lifetime value. So here's some of the milestones. Feel free to pause this video at any point. I'm not going to touch on every single portion of this investor presentation, just, the key points. And I want to talk about 2022. So they closed their oversubscribed financing of $21 million with strategic investment from Round 13 Growth Fund. Financing led by Round 13 Growth Fund, a highly respected late-stage growth equity investment fund, will be used for executing on Tribe's acquisition pipeline, working capital, and general corporate purposes. So the company just raised a ton of money, $21 million. What are today's challenges with community living? So lack of communication, paper-based, like I mentioned at the start of this video, lack of transparency and oversight, shortage of licensed people, lack of consistency in service industry, which I've pretty much experienced all of those. And I'm sure, maybe a lot of you guys have as well. So how we do it, one-stop shop alternative to traditional property management, digital owners engagement and information access, digital marketplace for owners and communities, community spending benchmarking, digital shared services for communities, day-to-day management services. So they're revenue pillars, software and service recurring revenue, transactional revenue, digital services and partnerships revenue. So their national footprint by the numbers, 11.5 billion plus total asset value under management, 1.4 million square feet of commercial space, 1.4 million commercial square feet managed, 100,000 plus number of residents in tribe managed communities, 208 plus tribe employees, 342 million plus community data points, over 9 million square feet of rental space managed, over 27.4 million square feet of condos managed, over 9 million square feet of rentals managed, 124 plus million in annual rental revenue collected on behalf of clients, and 213 plus million in annual budgets managed on behalf of our communities. So that's quite the numbers. Their addressable market, Canada and the USA, there is no slowing down of urbanization and the drive for condo living communities. Communities continue to grow at jaw-dropping rates, all the while becoming more complex and interconnected than ever before. It is a space ripe for modernizing and disrupting, and we see it everywhere. Growing cities, they're popping up condos everywhere. So in terms of condos, 344,000 plus communities, over 70 million residents, 90 plus billion changed hands in 2018 for condo assessments. In terms of the rental market, 4.4 million adults and families in Canada. Montreal has just under 600,000 rental units. Vancouver has 109,000. Toronto has 313,000. Approximately 1/3 of the US population. Rental construction starts increased 500% in the last decade. More than 90% of multifamily construction starts in the US have been rental housing since 2011. So here's Tribe's footprint. So their Canadian footprint, top 6 condo management company nationally, top 6 rental management company nationally, one of the largest residential rental managers in BC, developer relationships across the country, big institutional footprint. Their primary targets are Toronto and Montreal. And then in terms of the target US markets, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Boston, Chicago, New York, and Miami. So our products and services providing the most comprehensive suite of products and services for building and managing residential communities. Those are developer tools, community platforms, management services, and landlord tools. As we mentioned before, when it comes to user base, owners, councils and boards, property managers, landlords, developers, and trades. So 2 areas of focus, growing their footprint, M&A and organic growth, and growing their digital services, in-house and partnerships. So in terms of organic growth, so Tribe's unique tech-based approach is attractive to the market, feeding growth organically. So some interesting numbers. So the cost per lead has decreased by 46%, while total leads have increased by 269%. Average lifetime community value is roughly $683,945. So their approach, paid ad campaigns targeted to geographic locations touching on key industry pain points, plus SEO and content strategy built on content pillars that connect, info, educate, and protect, plus proposals based on geographic region and service type. So in terms of their M&A growth strategy, the company is positioned to execute on an aggressive M&A opportunity of property management and prop tech companies in North America. They just raised $21 million, as we saw. So that's going to be very interesting to see, how the company deploys that. We will let their CEO explain their business model a little better. Like I said, guys, I'm simply just introducing the company and the idea and, talking about the market, because I do feel like this is such an essential market with such steady, reoccurring revenues, yet it's ripe for disruption, ripe for some new technology, because I feel like it's very outdated. So let's talk about unit economics, monthly recurring revenue. So traditional property management, $20 a home plus $2 in ops transactions. 30 to 35% gross margin, 10 to 15% churn. Tribe digitalized residential community, $26 a home and $6 ops transactions, and digital partnership revenue, 50% gross margin with only 4% churn. So the margins, is something that I would focus on. 50% versus 30 to 35%. So the total addressable market and in-home spend. So we are curating a best-in-class service marketplace to connect vendors and residents and offer value-added products and services to our owners and communities. So the condo market plays by the numbers, more than $90 billion annual maintenance in North America, $56,000 per condo per year average spend. So digital partnerships, case studies. Tribe is constantly adding more digital partnership offers to our communities, all with additional recurring revenue opportunities. So 60% of condos in Canada are not insured or underinsured. So they have a partnership with Apollo, launched July 2021, 15% conversion rate, leverage group buying and offer newly built communities, triple play, Wi-Fi, TV, phone, telecommunications packages that have residents dialed in even before they move in. So Tribe and TELUS launched 2021, 20% conversion rate, bundle packages for newly built communities or new owners, have units dialed up and move in ready, leverage community size for unique offerings. And I think that's very important, because I just moved into a brand new condo and I had to set up TELUS by myself. And if property management offered that service, that is something that I literally would have gone for. I remember having to go back and forth from my hotel to my place and have the internet set up. I wasted time. I think that that's very smart. So Strata Communities and Partners, Shangri-La, Silver Sea, Woodwards, One Harbor Green, Waterfall Plus, Starling. Here we have the rental community partners, The Rise, Waterstone Pier, Arbutus Gardens, Aqua. Here's their revenue analysis. Feel free to pause this slide if you do want to dive into the numbers. So let's talk about their capitalization table and ownership. So founders, directors, and management own 25% of the company. Institutional and retail investors own 35%. And industry and strategic investors own 40% of the company. So there we have the management team. And finally, why invest in Tribe Property Technologies? So number one, disrupting outdated and rapidly growing property management industry with revolutionary tech. Number two, multiple revenue streams thanks to end-to-end approach servicing all community living stakeholders. Number three, market penetration already underway with rapid revenue growth established and leading market position achieved. Number four, proven aggressive M&A strategy set to see Tribe expand in Canada and the US market. Number five, strong cash balance and experienced multidisciplinary management team. And number six, news catalyst set to put the company on the radar of mainstream investors. So guys, that's it for the introduction to this company. Like I said, my thoughts on this property management industry. I think it's ripe for change. It needs new technology. And the thing is with this industry, the revenues, the recurring revenues, they're stable, and there's so much room for integration of other services like insurance, telecommunications, all of that. So I think that Tribe has a very smart idea here. It's really awesome technology. And, if you're interested in a company like this, feel free to take a look. Once again, always do your own research and due diligence. Remember that these videos are not financial advice. With that being said, guys, drop me some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. and we'll see you in our next video. If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.